Hello, you're here of the Tuesday's edition of QPVN English News Bulletin. You're with Melinchi and the deadlines. Vietnamese National Assembly and Chinese National People's Congress strengthen cooperation. Vietnam-Japan Defense Cooperation Council develops. Vietnamese Culinary Festival underway in India. On the morning of August 5th, Prime Minister Phạm Minh Chính presided over a regular meeting of the government in August 2024 to review the socio-economic situation in July and the first 7 months of 2024, public investment allocation and disbursement, and the implementation of the 3 national target programs and other important content. Addressing the event, Prime Minister Chính said that in July, the world is still dealing with complicated situations. In Vietnam, there are both favorable and difficult situations and challenges. Thanks to the efforts of the entire party, military and people, the socio-economic situation in July continued into positive trends, achieving better results than in June, with the overall and the first 7 months being better than the same period in most areas. The country's macroeconomy has been basically stable, inflation controlled, and major balances of the economy guaranteed. The CPI for the past 7 months has remained within the control level set by the National Assembly. In the first 7 months of 2024, total state budget revenue reached 69.8% of the annual estimate and up 14.6% year-on-year. Total import-export turnover of goods increases 17.1% year-on-year, while the past 7 months saw the trade surplus hit $14.08 billion. In the first 7 months of this year, the country attracted about $18 billion in FDI, up 10.9% compared to the same period for last year. Greater attention was given to culture, sports, health, education, and training, which achieved many good results. Aspects such as national sovereignty, political security, and social order and safety were maintained, and foreign affairs were promoted, thus further raising the country's prestige and position. On August 5th, at the National Assembly House, National Assembly Chairman Trần Thanh Mẫn received outgoing Chinese ambassador to Vietnam, Siong Bo. On behalf of the party, state and people of Vietnam, National Assembly Chairman Trần Thanh Mẫn expressed gratitude to the special sentiment and brotherhood of Chinese leadership towards the late General Secretary Nguyễn Phú Trọng, which shows the close bond between the party, state and people of China, as well as the Chinese General Secretary and President Xi Jinping, and the party and state of Vietnam, as well as the late General Secretary Nguyễn Phú Trọng himself. The National Assembly Chairman emphasized that Vietnam and China are close neighbors. The people of the two countries have boasted the time-honored friendship. Developing the relations with China is a consistent policy, strategic choice, and top priority in Vietnam's foreign policy line of independence, self-reliance, multilateralization, and diversification. The Vietnamese top legislator highly appreciated the important contributions of the guest and his staff during the past term, especially to strengthening the cooperative relationship between the National Assembly of Vietnam and the National People's Congress of China, which has constantly been developing into depth. The two sides maintain exchanges in many flexible forms while consulting and closely coordinating on regional and international parliamentary forums, especially the Inter-Parliamentary Union and the ASEAN Inter-Parliamentary Council. The host believes that, regardless of his position, the ambassador will always harbor good feelings and memories of the beautiful country of Vietnam and contribute to the development of relations between the two countries in a stable and sustainable manner. The Chinese official thanked the host for the reception, while appreciating the support of the Vietnamese state agencies and localities for him during his term in Vietnam. He noted that the cooperation between the two parties and countries in different fields, including economy, trade, and people-to-people exchanges, has observed great achievements in which the National Assembly of Vietnam plays an important role. He affirmed that he is ready to work with the National Assembly of Vietnam to increase the exchange of experience in legislative work, supervision, and the building of a socialist rule of law state. On August 5th, the Government Civil Committee organized a Patriotic Emulation Congress of the Vietnam Civil Sector for the 2019-2024 period. Attending the event were Senior Lieutenant General Hoàng Xuân Chiến, Deputy Defense Minister, and Senior Lieutenant General Phùng Sĩ Tấn, Deputy Chief of the General Staff of the Vietnam People's Army. Over the past 5 years, the patriotic emulation movement of the Vietnam Cipher has had many innovations, closely following the assigned political types, achieving practical results. Notably, the Cider has actively researched and advised the party, the state, the Central Military Commission, and the Ministry of National Defense on many important policies and guidelines in the field of information security and safety, especially on the development strategy of the Vietnam Cipher by 2030, with a vision to 2045. In the coming term, the Government Cipher Committee and the Vietnam Cipher will continue to closely combine the patriotic emulation movement with the determined to win emulation movement of the whole military, campaigns and emulation movement across sectors and organizations, thus building and developing a truly strong, advanced and modern national cyber system. After a journey of more than 700 nautical miles, on the morning of August 5th, Coast Guard ship 8002 under the Coast Guard Region 2 Command docked at Manila Port, starting visits and exchange activities with the Philippine Coast Guard. The welcome ceremony was held solemnly, demonstrating the friendly and close cooperative relations between the two forces. It is the first time the Vietnam Coast Guard has brought a ship to visit and exchange with the Philippine Coast Guard. 2024 marks the successful cooperation of the two forces after 9 years of effectively implementing the agreement on a hotline. The two sides have upgraded it to a memorandum of understanding as an effective measure to boost their cooperation comprehensively. At the end of the welcome ceremony, the Vietnam Coast Guard delegation invited the delegation of the Philippine Coast Guard to tour Vietnam Coast Guard ship 8002. At the invitation of General Phan Van Giam, Minister of National Defense of Vietnam, Mr. Minoru Kihara, Minister of Defense of Japan, paid an official visit to Vietnam on August 5th to the 6th. Over the past time, Vietnam-Japan Defense Cooperation has continuously developed and expanded in various fields, especially after the two countries upgraded their relationship to comprehensive strategic partnership for peace and prosperity in Asia and the world in November 2023. Delegation exchanges at all levels, especially high-level ones, are always one of the key contents that both militaries actively implement. At the meetings, representatives of the two countries' militaries of defense agreed that defense cooperation between both sides has achieved many positive results, increasingly and substantially expanded in many fields, particularly in defense industry, training, military medicine, overcoming war consequences, as well as ASEAN-led multilateral forums and ADM Plus framework. The defense policy dialogue has also been an effective cooperation mechanism that both sides have continued to maintain with 10 successful editions. This will be a good opportunity for delegations to exchange, share experience and practice skills in implementing peacekeeping missions close to reality at the UN peacekeeping missions, contributing to strengthening friendship and cooperation in the field of UN peacekeeping among ADM Plus member countries. Vietnam has prepared very carefully for the program. I believe that the success of this program will contribute to promoting peace, stability, cooperation, and development of the region and the world. Regarding multilateral cooperation, Japan always actively participates in ASEAN-led mechanisms, especially the ADM Plus, as well as always supporting the role and initiatives of Vietnam. This official visit to Vietnam of Mr. Minoru Kihara will continue to deepen bilateral defense cooperation between Vietnam and Japan. Coming up next, Vietnam hosts 43rd session of WFUCA Executive Board. Vietnamese Culinary Festival underway in India. A cultural space dedicated to the life and legacy of late Party General Secretary Nguyễn Phú Trọng was inaugurated in the central city of Da Nang on August 5th, showcasing a rich collection of his books and articles published in the Communist Review. The space displays about 40 books and dozens of articles by the late party chief published in the Communist Review, where he served as an editor for nearly 3 decades from 1967 to 1996. With strategic vision, profound wisdom, and a close connection between theory and practice, General Secretary Nguyễn Phú Trọng has solidly inherited the ideology, morality, lifestyle, and revolutionary path of President Ho Chi Minh. His legacy not only strengthens people's trust in the party's comprehensive leadership, but also serves as an inspiration for future generations to contribute to national development. On August 5th in Hạ Long City, Quảng Ninh Province hosted the 43rd session of the Executive Board of the World Federation of UNESCO Clubs, Centers and Associations, RWFUCA in short, and an international conference on the role and contributions of UNESCO movements to the cultural industries. The annual event drew 40 representatives from WFUCA member states such as China, the Republic of Korea, Japan, Italy, Greece, Kazakhstan, Romania, along with hundreds of delegates from agencies, and prestigious cultural, educational, and scientific organizations in Vietnam. At the event, the WFUCA Executive Board and member states reported and reviewed their operation outcomes in the 2023-2024 period and adopted the supplementations and amendments of the WFUCA Charter. The delegates also shared their experience and opinions on the role of cultural industries and the creative economy in promoting economic growth, creating livelihoods, and preserving cultural heritage. It's also the highlight of this year's event. In recent years, despite the advantage of having the world natural heritage Hạ Long Bay, Quảng Ninh Province has also well promoted its strength in many fields, thus developing unique tourism products in such a new and innovative way. Quảng Ninh Province has created its rural ecosystem with diverse cultural and tourism products, including the Quảng Ninh Museum, culinary activities, and night economy. Concluding the event, member states released a Hạ Long Declaration on Creative Economy, creating culture for peace and sustainable development. The declaration commits to promote economic models based on equity and sustainability, improving the quality of life of all community members, supporting economic policies that are environmentally and socially friendly, protecting and preserving cultural heritage, promoting initiatives that turn these heritage elements into assets, serving the development and increasing happiness of humanity. On the afternoon of August 4th, a Vietnamese culinary festival is underway at the India Export Center and Mart in Nadia, Uttar Pradesh State, northern India, as part of the India International Food and Hospitality Exhibition 2024 during the 2 days. On the first day of the festival, chefs prepared typical Vietnamese dishes such as phở gà, or chicken noodle soup, and nem or spring rolls, which are famous for authentic and rich flavor of Vietnamese gastronomy. With a scale of about 1,000 booths and 20,000 to 25,000 visitors, the exhibition 2024 is a good opportunity for Vietnamese businesses to promote the country as an attractive destination, as well as its cuisine. India is a large market. Through such a culinary festival and exhibition, Indian people will know more about Vietnam. The Vietnamese team received a lot of positive feedback from Indian exhibitors and visitors. Vietnam is already a popular destination for Indian tourists, thanks in part to its cuisine. The Vietnamese delegation's participation will enable Indians to know more about Vietnam. The Vietnamese dish that made an impression at this festival was phở gà, which combines popular Indian spices with Vietnamese fish sauce and pepper, demonstrating cultural interaction and closeness between the two countries. This time, I served chicken noodle soup, which is more popular among Indians who frequently eat chicken. Uniban, Vietnam's leading food company, introduced products that have affirmed their brands, such as Reup noodles and Bon Cha tea at the festival. These products will help Indian people in particular and international friends in general better understand Vietnamese culinary culture. It is the end of the English News Bulletin today. You will watch the news again at QPVN.vn. For the goodbye and see you next time.